Hello YouTube family, this is Don Maudy again with another Mach 1 progression video. This video has nothing to do with progression. This is a video just to answer a question that someone asked me a little while ago. They said, Don Maudy, is this a real Mach 1? Because I'm noticing a lot of things inconsistent with the Mach 1s that I know from 2003, 2004. Well, let me answer that question. Yes, this is a real Mach 1. The only thing is I've done a few things to it to, in my opinion, improve some of the things that Ford gave to us. Anyway, if you want, or if y'all don't mind, I'm going to start off back here in the back with some of the obvious things that are different from this Mach 1 than others. One of the most obvious is this wing. This wing has, it's not from a Mach 1, obviously, but it is from a Mustang. It's just an older generation, a younger generation Mustang. It's, I think it's from a 2015, and the reason why I have this wing on here, not only because it's like a wicker bill type wing, which I kind of like, it's because I was looking for something kind of like the Celine wing on a Fox body Mustang. I always liked that wing, and I couldn't find anything similar to that they made for a Fox body out of the box. So what I did was I just got this one from 2015 and went ahead and put it on here. I had to do some modifying, a little bit of modifying to my trunk in order to fit that on there. But once it was on there, yeah, I think it looks awesome. I think it really helps the silhouette of the car, makes it more sporty looking, so that's why I got that wing. But no, that's not the factory wing. I just did that for styling reasons. Another thing I might notice is these inserts, these honeycomb inserts. People ask, hey, where'd you get those? Well, you can't get these inserts anywhere. They don't sell them. I made these inserts. These inserts are custom. The way I made these inserts was I went ahead and ordered some honeycomb from the internet, and I trimmed them. And this right here is the corner of one of those honeycombs, and the rest I just cut it to shape to fit in here. And this trim right here is just from a picture frame with plastic ends on it as a frame, and it just happened to fit perfectly on there. So I trimmed it, put it on there, and the way that I fastened it on here was I don't know if y'all can see, I don't know if there's enough detail, but there's a zip tie right there, excuse me, and right there. And then I had to drill a hole behind those zip ties and pull it through. So now this is completely on there, nice and tight. I did that with that one, and then I did that with the middle one. And why didn't I just order some honeycombs from Ford? A lot of places sell it, like LMR and CJ Pony Parts, but honestly I couldn't bring myself to pay for that crap, and I call it crap because let me just tell y'all what y'all get. Y'all get this and this that has honeycomb, but it's all solid in the back. The background in the back, it's solid black. So when you step away from it, you really can't tell that it's a honeycomb. I'm not talking about mine, I'm talking about the ones that they sell. It's so integrated with the back that the honeycomb kind of disappears if you just move back a little bit. So unless you're standing really close, it just looks black. Then you could see the honeycomb once you're standing close. I don't like that. Second thing I didn't like, this part that they offer is just black. It has no honeycomb shape in it. It's like a rip-off. It's like you get this and that and something black. And for, I don't know, $100 and something, no way, man. I wasn't gonna pay that. So I went ahead and made my own. And everyone thinks, yeah, this one looks a lot better, and I agree. And the one thing I really like about this is that no one has this that I've seen. No one has this exact setup. And another thing I like is that it has the body color behind it. So if you were to have, like, let's say a gray, a yellow Mustang, and you put these kind of inserts in there, you would see your yellow all in these little pockets, which is pretty cool because whenever you're standing here, you can actually see the body color, right? But then if you go to the side, if you start moving to the side, it actually turns black. The whole thing looks black because you can't see the body color anymore. But you don't get that with those the Ford type ones, the ones LMR and all them sell. You don't get that effect. You get that effect only with these. So anyway, so I made these myself. This is a custom piece, and I just thought that it needed that. You know, I really like the fact that these newer generation Mustangs, they have more potential when it comes to styling than the older Fox body Mustangs. Now, don't get me wrong. I've owned, I think, about 8 Mustangs throughout my life. I'm 50 years old, by the way. Yeah, I've owned about 8 Fox body Mustangs, and I did buy one brand spanking new in '93, and I loved those cars. They were great. But the one thing I didn't like about, well, there were several things, but styling wise, what I didn't like about them, they were just boxes. It looked a lot like the Escort, just like bigger brother or something. And there wasn't a lot you could do with those. I mean, you could get a hood and a Celine wing, and anything else would have looked tacky, you know. So the thing I didn't like was that you couldn't do all these retro things on it. You know, it just didn't have the curves. These new Edge Mustangs, they have the curves. They have the curves so they can accept things like this. They can accept things like this. And if any of y'all have ever seen a Fox body Mustang with louvers, oh man, it's like looking at Frankenstein. It's not good. I don't like it. I don't know who did that, and I don't know much less who would have bought that. But anyway, it doesn't look right. So these cars, they carry the muscle car styling cues of the past way better than Fox body Mustangs. So that's what one of those things I really liked about this car, was that I could put styling cues that were older and it wouldn't look off, much like like I said, like the louvers on a Fox body Mustang. And other people ask, hey, what's up with the rims? Did it come with those rims? No, it did not come with these rims. These are not the heritage rims, the ones that come with the 2003, 2004 Mach 1s. These are, I don't know what the name of them are, but they're made after those Champ 500s. I believe that's what they were called, Champ 500s. Or no, Magnum 500s. And to be honest with you, I believe that Ford should have put these on instead of the ones that they have. They call them heritage, and the reason why I think that is because this looks exactly like a Magnum 500 rim, which was you know, the standard issue for the Mach 1s back in 69 and 70. Magnum 500s came on a lot of cars, not just the Mustangs, a lot of cars. Fords weren't exclusive to Magnum 500s. I remember I used to have a Buick Century that had Magnum 500s. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So that's why I chose these. And honestly, I think they look way better than the ones that Ford has, because the ones that Ford has, they just look too blocky. In other words, all this right here is cut out. It's like a space, and then this is a lot bulkier than what you see here. So it doesn't, it kind of looks like the Magnum 500, you know, but it's more cartoony. To me, this is more muscular, more machine-like. And the black on inserts on the inside, plus with these, I don't know, kidney bean looking things, that to me says Mach 1 more than the the Magnum 500s. And I don't regret getting these. I think they actually look better with these than they do with those the heritage rims. Okay, so anyway, going to the front, the reason why I have this lip on here was not only because my other one got really messed up, you know, with age, but I think that the lip that the Mach 1s came with was just not aggressive enough. And another thing I didn't like, that it didn't fix, that the problem that I think it has when it comes to looking at it from the side. In other words, if you look at this car from the side, or any Mustang from the side, you can see that the lip, or not the lip, but the fender gradually goes up at an angle up. But with that lip on there, that aftermarket lip, it makes the bottom of the car more flat, and so it makes the car look longer, you know. So in other words, the front of the car actually went up something kind of like this. Like you see this fender, see how it's got angled up? Well, that's how it was in the front, you know, when it had that Mach 1 spoiler, the Mach 1 spoiler just barely came down, and but you could still see that upward angle. And with that lip, with that front lip, it straightens it out. Straightens it out flat, completely flat, making the car look a little longer, making the car look a little lower. And I think that that was what Ford should have done. So anyway, so that's why I got that one. And that one, this lip right here, super cheap, super cheap. So looks better and it's super cheap. I had to get it. And then another thing people notice is this shaker hood. It's very prominent. And normally it doesn't come like this. Some of y'all might be able to tell that I put something on here. A little band of aluminum, and I left it open right here so that you can get more air. It makes this surface area a little more. But the main reason why I put that band on there was because even though Ford put a shaker hood on here, whenever you have it on stock height, the shaker hood, it just kind of blends in with this stripe right here. Just blends in, so you can't really tell too much. That little stripe right there, it breaks up the black from the shaker down to the hood. It breaks it up so that there's like a very prominent line, you know, accentuating the shaker sticking out of the hood. Plus, it gives it about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch in height, which honestly, this right here, style-wise, for the Mustang Mach 1, is the crowning jewel of the car. How do I know that? Because when the newest Mach 1 came out and it didn't have this shaker hood, people were pissed. People complained and they said Ford screwed up again. And I agree. Even though not all 60s Mach 1s had the shaker hood, we came to know it that way. When the 2003 and 2004 Mach 1 came out and the shaker hood was on there, most people assumed that Mach 1s all had them, because all Mach 1s from 2003, 2004 had them. So a lot of people that weren't hip to the 60s Mustangs didn't know. So when we got the 2021 Mach 1 and it didn't have a shaker, that was just, to me, that was a huge mistake. So anyway, so that's the reason for that band. I have that band because it makes it more prominent. It accentuates what Ford did right, but could have done better. So that's what I did. I made it a little better. So anyway, so a lot of these styling cues that I have on here, to me, I believe that it's better looking, and it's, well, the way it should have been. And even though like these louvers didn't come with the Mach 1, and it wasn't even offered for the Mach 1 in 2003, 2004, I believe it should have came with it, at least as an option. And if you ask me, it looks damn great with those. It looks like it should have been like that. So anyway, my point is, all these things I believe should have been on the Mach 1. And not that, you know, I'm complaining that Ford is totally screwing things up. They're not. You know, they're giving us a really good foundation to build on, and that's what I'm doing with this car. You know, just making it not too ricer. I'm desperately trying to keep off that ricer edge, you know. But this car, it allows me to do a little bit of exaggerated things because it started off exaggerated. You know, the hood, the way it humps like that with several steps, and then the shaker, and these scoops over here. All these things, they scream muscle car, you know. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just accentuating all of the things that are muscle car about this car, and making them more prominent. And I'm trying to keep it tasteful. I'm trying not to exaggerate everything beyond the point of, you know, oh, it's going into the ridiculous, era, or not ridiculous zone. You know, no, it's not. I don't think so. Not yet. You know, there's still one more styling cue that I would like to get. I'm not going to mention it because I'm still wondering if I should or not. So, you know, I'm going to just ponder that and wonder, and plan on either making it myself or buying it. But more than likely, I'm probably going to make it myself. So anyway, I just wanted to give people, a quick overview, because people are asking, you know, is this a real Mach 1? And of course it is. Let me just say this too. Nobody makes clones of Mach 1s. Nobody. And the reason for that is the Cobra. If you're going to waste a lot of time and effort converting a GT into something that it isn't, into some kind of clone. Most people would rather do a Cobra clone than a Mach 1 clone, and I don't blame them, because even doing a Mach 1 clone, there's a lot of parts on this car that are exclusive to the Mach 1. To really make it a really good faker Mach 1, it's gonna take a lot of money, you know. I mean, I wanted to get an additional shaker system, just like the system off of a 2003, 2004. Man, people are asking ridiculous amounts of money just for that, just the shaker system. We're not even talking about the motor and everything else. So anyway, so sorry for making this video kind of long, but there was a few things that I did want to point out about this car that makes it, you know, a true Mach 1. You know, the interior, I have done some things on this interior because I wanted to lighten it up a little bit. I took out the front seat. I had the back seats out with a rear seat delete, but it started to not look like a Mach 1 with the interior, you know. This is very specific to the Mach 1. So I wanted to keep the back and the side seat, maybe just the driver's seat, because when I pulled that one out, oh man, that thing weighed a ton. So I felt good about pulling that out, and also I need to get it reupholstered, so it's gonna be out for a while. But for now, all these Mach 1 specific things like the seats and the knobs and things like that, it's gonna stay. Oh, and I put a new carpet in too, all black. So anyway, oh, and if there's any doubt about, you know, whether it's a true Mach 1 or not, let's say one of y'all is gonna thinking about getting one, the best way to tell if it has a 4-valve engine, it has like rims or some styling things, just look right here. This right here will tell you if there's an R in the middle of this serial number, then it's a Mach 1. The Mach 1s are the only ones that have that R on there, which is kind of cool, I think, you know. As you look at Cobras and all that, there's no way of telling other than, you know, reading it, deciphering it, you know, on something. But on the Mach 1s, it's real easy. Doesn't matter what it says everywhere, as long as there's an R in the middle, and you have yourself a real Mach 1. That's for real. I don't know what that R's for, but anyway, that's all I wanted to say for now. Oh, please ignore that. That's in process. So yeah, this video did take a little long, but I did have to explain why the Mach 1 doesn't look like a typical Mach 1. Oh, and that gas cap, I don't care what anyone says. I think it looks cool, so it's staying. That's all I have for now, YouTube family. This is Don Mauri, and I'm out.